I said, oh Lord, there's a fire. So here we go. This is the third and final Bonfiglioli unsmoked break-in slash tobacco out of a virgin pipe review. If you didn't catch the video where I introduced all three of the pipes, here's the one that we're going to be talking about today. This is a freeform bent plateau top with a nice orange clear stem, a silver band, and a what I'm calling a rosé finish to it. Now, I keep bringing up one of my favorite Bonfiglioli pipes here when I'm talking about the finishes that he does, and that's because this bad Larry started out very light, very, very light. So I'm assuming that as time ticks by, this rosé is going to turn into like a deep cherry. And I'm very excited to see what kind of color it's going to take on as time progresses. Now, without further ado, let's talk about what tobacco is going in here today. I've got, as we are sitting in New England on the eve of Gobble Day, I have L.J Peretti's Thanksgiving Day cake. Look at that. I got 8 ounces of this total. Let's look at our notes here. The Thanksgiving Day blend tobacco. The dark, rich color denotes maturity, not strength. The tobacco will be found mild, mellow, and superb. Aroma and distinct flavor. So what they're doing here is it's an aromatic with rum and fruit juices. And I've been smoking this maybe once, twice a week since I got a hold of it. And I tell you, it is really something else. It's very busy, as I like to describe tobaccos that have a lot of different layered flavors and aromas and sensations happening in them. It's not sugary. It's not gloopy in texture as I'm, now packing this pipe with some of my stuff here. So I don't feel bad about breaking in a pipe with an aromatic because it's not going to caramelize and char and permanently ghost the pipe. I don't think. The pipes that I have been smoking this out of, it doesn't leave anything behind. No more or less than other tobaccos. All right, so close up my lid, get a match. We got a nice windless day after a big downpour. Hence, I'm lighting my fire pit for you. This is a little bit of an occasion here, All right. So I've got some notes written down about this from the first time I smoked it a couple weeks ago, and I'll read them to you now. So tasting notes that I got on my first impressions were that of a perfectly built old-fashioned cocktail. Okay, it's got some bright, vibrant fruit in there, as well as caramel, as well as like a richness that's not like syrupy. Okay, just packed in here just a little bit more. Move it down. Get a little relight happening. It does light very easily as well. I should talk about that and how unlike aromatics, it's not gloopy or wet or a problem. And that is one thing that's kind of across the board for L.J Peretti. which is that you're not paying for water. It does light easily because there are sugars in there. Okay. So, like a real Lusardo maraschino cherry is a flavor that I get out of this. Okay. Orange peel. Clove. I have written down here that, what you envision a nice family setting of a like 1950s Vermont ski lodge to kind of the aroma for that to kind of give you, like, almost the interior of a gingerbread house, right? Now, on my second smoking of this, I did say incense, particularly like that kind of Nag Champa essence, because that is in there. There is a perfumey flavor in there, but it's not something that's coating your mouth and corrupting the other good stuff that's going on. I should also say, I did feel kind of lucky that I was able to get this, because people who are in the know on L.J Peretti Thanksgiving Day blend, it goes fast. So I kind of set an alarm, and I am here on the East Coast. So when it went on sale at like, I think 11 p.m. or something like that, I just put in my order at like 11:20, and then by 10 a.m. the next day, it was all sold out. Steve starts pressing this around August, and then they start cutting it up and getting it ready. About 2 months later, I think. But like I said, it's not saturated. It's easy to smoke out of the package. It's got sweetness to it, but it works together so well with the spice of that clove and cinnamon and the orange peel that it's like the level of sweetness in here is only as required, and I like that a lot. As for the pipe, smokes great. Again, there's a lot of mass out there, but it's balanced wonderfully. Even with one of Alberto's little bit, quasi narrower stems here, clinches fine. And I can talk fine while it's in my mouth. So, what's the future of this pipe? I don't know. Maybe this will be a pipe that's dedicated just for smoking Thanksgiving Day blend on Thanksgiving, but I don't think so. I think I'm going to be taking this pipe everywhere I go. I think I'm going to be driving around at work with this. I think I'm going to be sitting down in a lounge conversing with friends and postulating, if that's a word, holding court. Yes, Gary, you are correct. Ooh, nice ember landed on my arm. By the way, highlight my new shirt. This is from my my new friend Will, who owns Wild Bill Brasky. He's a knife carver. He also makes brass knuckles, which is kind of ironic, but I'll save you that story, and I won't get too much into who Will is and what his day job's all about. Anyhow, give him a follow. Wild Bill Brasky tools, handmade tools, man shit of yesteryear, and have a happy Turkey Holocaust to everybody. And as usual, keep your powder dry and don't smoke your dottle.